Hey guys, welcome to Treadmill Review Guru. I'm Sydney and I'm here with the new Hydrow Wave. Finally, the king of rowers has a new, more compact and affordable option. But how does it perform? Let's jump in and find out. All right, let's jump in and check out the construction on the Hydrow Wave. So it is 80 inches long, 19 inches wide, and 43 inches high. So it's pretty compact. It can be stored upright. This does require a wall anchor that is sold separately, but that, when you store it upright, saves a lot of space. It can also handle users up to 375 pounds, which is a pretty nice weight capacity. Also, the frame is made out of a thermoplastic polymer, so it's stable, it's durable, plus it's lightweight. This rower only weighs 102 pounds, and comparatively, the original Hydrow weighs 145 pounds. So this one is just a lot easier to move around, to store upright. We definitely notice a big difference in our studio when we have both rowers out. This monorail is a stainless steel monorail. It's smooth, it feels stable underneath. I got on both the original Hydrow and the Wave, put them next to each other, and it feels as smooth as the original Hydrow and is stable, so really thrilled about that. The footboards have plenty of adjustability. They're about 13 inches long, and so they offer plenty of room to be able to push off with your feet. They also adjust here, and they adjust pretty easily. There's just one of these little holes versus two on the original Hydrow, so it's a little bit easier, I guess, to adjust these, and they can handle pretty much all size of feet. And they have this clip in the back to allow that ankle flexion if you're coming up into the catch. And with these straps, they adjust to hold your feet securely. I do prefer Velcro. I might be alone on this, but Velcro can just kind of be a little bit easier, but I mean, these are easy enough to kind of strap in and strap out of. The handle is almost identical to the original. It is round. It just has a smooth coating rather than a little bit of a texture. Even though the texture is smooth, it doesn't feel slippery. It feels a little bit more grippy, kind of tacky as you're using it. So it gives you enough grip. It's not really my favorite texture, but it definitely works, and I don't have any problems with my hands slipping, especially when I get sweaty. And the seat is pretty much identical to the original, and we're really thrilled about that. I think this might be maybe my second favorite seat. I think the Assault Rower Elite might be my favorite, but this one just has a really nice amount of padding and contouring, and so it feels secure underneath you, and it also actually feels kind of comfortable. Mind you, it's not gonna be like a lazy boy recliner, but for a rower, this is a really comfortable seat. This is a magnetic rower, so it has magnetic resistance and with that flywheel, and it's adjustable on the screen with a drag factor that you can adjust your resistance that way. This really provides a whole range of tension and should be appropriate for beginners all the way up to advanced users. And this rower is also really quiet. I'm going to let you listen to it in the functionality section. It uses that magnetic resistance, and then it also has this belt that connects the handle to the flywheel that helps make it really quiet. Also, the belt, we've noticed sometimes with magnetic rowers, kind of when you're back out into the finish, going into your recovery, you can lose a little bit of tension in that belt, and this one keeps that tension throughout the entire stroke, so it really just provides a lot of tension, especially when you turn up that drag factor on the screen. The Hydrow offers a 5-year warranty for the frame on the Wave, and it also offers a 12-month warranty for other electronics, the screen, other components, and also for labor. All right, let's dive into the content and the console on the Hydrow Wave. So the console really just primarily consists of this touchscreen. This is a 16-inch touchscreen. It's just a little bit smaller than the original Hydrow, which has a 22-inch touchscreen. This screen doesn't have any adjustability, so you can't tilt it up and down to avoid any overhead glare, and you also can't pivot it to either side to be able to do like mat classes. So if you want to do a mat class, you probably have to position your yoga mat just kind of more at the end of the rower's rail. The screen does collapse. There's a little pin that you can pull so it collapses down, and this is really helpful when you're storing it upright just to save a few extra kind of inches in space. With this screen, I feel like it is a great size to be able to see everything really clearly. I feel like the graphics, everything, and the whole quality of the screen is really clear. I can see all my metrics, see all the instructors and everything really well. There are front-facing speakers. These are nice, they're loud, they're adjustable. There's these buttons here that you can adjust the volume. And we really like front-facing speakers. Just makes it to where the sound points at you versus when they're on the back. It can be a little bit more harder to hear, but these have a great range of volume to choose from. So with the Hydrow Wave, it does require a subscription. So this is their content. This is the main library, the homepage. Something to be aware of is that if you don't pay for the subscription, you can't access any of this content. You also can't adjust the resistance on the screen. So we highly recommend subscribing to Hydrow's content. Any really equipment that has a touch screen on it, the programming just adds to the overall experience, and that is definitely true on the Hydrow Wave. So primarily their classes are led by instructors. Their instructors down here, these are all rowing experts. They provide you with guidance. They're really great for beginners especially, but I mean, we find their rowing content to be appropriate really for beginners all the way up to advanced rowers. And what makes their content really stand apart is that it is filmed outdoors on the water. So we can go in and see a little bit more in the library here. So the outdoors, you have the instructor actually rowing with you on a rowing shell. It just feels really interactive. Plus it's outside, so it's just automatically interesting that way. The classes are primarily filmed outdoors, and they also have classes off the rower. So you can do like strength training classes, yoga classes, to be able to kind of get more well-rounded training. But really, we love their outdoor classes. They also have races where you can do like the race on the Charles. Also on the homepage, they have some programs to choose from if you want to do guided training, maybe do a couple rows a week to be able to progress that way. They have live and on-demand classes, so they have a live schedule that you can take, and when you're in the class, there is a leaderboard on the side that you can see how you rank compared to other members. Also after class, you can kind of connect with other members, you can follow them, you can give them a little thumbs up, and really the sense of community is really nice with the Hydrow. Down here with your navigation, it's pretty easy to navigate everything and be able to kind of check out your progress, be able to check out your profile that you create. You can also search classes up here, so you can go into like your workout type, how long you want to work out for, what instructor you want, and also different locations since they're filmed outdoors. They offer these trainer-led classes. They also offer journeys, so you can go in here. And the journeys are some of them are a little bit structured to where you'll have the voice of an instructor kind of telling you the kind of goals of the workout. Other ones are just this rowing shell. You see the front of the rowing shell on the water, and you're able to kind of just do your own thing. So there are a large amount of these to choose from, so if you prefer maybe not following along with an instructor, you have that option as well. One of my favorite things about the classes on Hydrow, so if we go back just to their main options, so they have music every class has a curated playlist of music, and you can check out a little preview beforehand, see what music is going to be played. This really helps add to I feel like fitness programming in general. Music, I don't know if you're like me, I kind of need to have music. Actually, when I'm working out, I just need that extra bit of energy, extra bit of motivation. You definitely get the motivation from the instructors too, but since they have curated playlists, it just helps add to the overall energy of each class, and it makes each class feel unique, even though, you know, they are filmed in different locations. So overall, we really love Hydrow's content. We feel like it's really the best when it comes to outdoor trainer-led rowing content. We highly recommend subscribing to Hydrow's content when you purchase the Hydrow Wave. All right, let's dive in and check out the overall functionality on the Hydrow Wave. But first, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. We create content like this for you guys. We also partner with brands for giveaways, and those giveaways are announced here on our YouTube channel. So let's dive in. I want to let you listen to the Hydrow. One thing I forgot to mention is that it's really easy to get on and off. The seat is about 14.5 inches high, so it's pretty easy to get on and off, definitely easier than a water rower that are typically lower to the ground. So if you have mobility issues, this one is pretty easy to get on and off. So I'm gonna start on a lighter resistance. I'm gonna move into a little bit more medium resistance level. And now here's a higher resistance level. So as you can see, the Hydrow Wave is really quiet. So now Matthew's going to hop on the Hydrow Wave. As you just saw me on it, I'm about 5'1". Matthew is 6'5", and he's 225 pounds. Here he is at a light resistance, medium resistance, and a heavy resistance. Thanks for watching our review of the Hydrow Wave. Hydrow really has top-notch outdoor rowing content. They really kind of set themselves above the rest. Their classes are led by rowing experts, and on this screen, the graphics and everything are really clear. This model is also really comparable to the original Hydrow, which we're really thrilled about. It's just more compact and it's actually more affordable. Also, this is a magnetic rower, so it's really quiet, appropriate to use in pretty much all spaces, and it can be stored upright and it's lightweight, so it's pretty easy to move around. Plus, it can handle users up to 375 pounds. A few things to keep in mind is that the screen does require, to access the content, requires a subscription. So you have a monthly fee, and it requires it to access those classes and also to adjust that resistance on the screen. And also the screen doesn't have any adjustability, so you can't pivot it to side or tilt it up and down. It just stays like this when you're rowing. We do feel like the Hydrow Wave is appropriate for most size users and really users of all abilities. Thanks again for watching. You can head to treadmillreviewguru.com to read our full written review of the Hydrow Wave in case I missed any of those little details. And you can check the description for current pricing. And if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to our channel. We create content like this for you guys, and we also partner with brands to do giveaways, to give away fitness equipment. So be sure you check back in with us and let us know in the comments what you think of the new Hydrow Wave. I'm Sydney with Treadmill Review Guru. I'll see you next time.